Can't be. It just can't be. They're not ready, I tell you. It's not the time. You said only after... Everyone, someone would like to speak with you all.
Oh, I see. Perhaps this is the theme of today's Pick 311 podcast. Thank you, everyone. Welcome to the Pick 311 podcast, a podcast hosted by Pick 311. Pick 311 is sole survivor of Bikini Atoll, witnesser of the Baker event, which created this whole space. I'm not the host. I'm just a conduit. Okay. Well, today we are doing our show in the dark because it is representative of the mysteries of the under. And greeting us, our first guest is running around with a flower and has flowers in their head. Please, let's hear it for our first guest. Hello, Rose Krob. Rose Krob, we have so many questions about the mysteries of the under. For instance, does any of this make sense? What's the point of all of it? Very well. I see. So there's no actual point to anything, and this is just spending time. The pig has opinions on this. Would you care to explain to the pig what you mean by nothing means nothing? So it's merely a question of expectation. Yes, expectation. And without expectation, then there is I see. Oh, sure. Well, that makes a lot of sense. So, a lot of our listeners have been complaining that there's not enough happening. So, to elaborate, this is oh, I see. Sure. Yes, you're a Krob. And the Krob sift through the sands of memories, and sometimes I see. Oh, you don't say. Well, that's fascinating. Well, indeed. It appears that the Krobs have been outsourcing sprites to retrieve the memories, which explains why some of the memories are a little lacking. I see. And for our listeners at home, please put it on the table. Rose Krob has brought an apple for Pick 311, which is one of Pick 311's favorite snacks, after, of course, the onion. So, Rose Krob, what can we do about this lack of memories and these understandably short representations thereof? You see? No, you're doing the best you can. Right? And you're a copy of a copy of a copy. But really, we're all responsible for this. Yes, digging through the sands. Understandable. Well, Rose Krob, very much appreciate your take on that. Well, thank you very much. Pick 311, thanks you for being here. Thank you, Rose Krob. Let's thank our guest, Rose Krob. Thank you, Rose Krob. Are you sure this is working, the no lights thing? I don't think people can see us. Well, they want us to... Oh, are you the engineer now, Rose Krob? Rose Krob has stepped in to be engineer. Our last engineer was Well, not here. Okay. Well, Rose Crop, could we get some lights on us, please? Let me see. That is a fair point, Rose Crop, fair point, that this is a podcast you listen to, it's not necessarily something you look at. So we can continue to do our work. Let's welcome our next guest, please. We have a couple of crops that have traveled a long way. One is Burger Crop and one is Witch Crop. Please welcome Burger and Witch Crop to this Big 311 podcast. Welcome, Witch Crop, Burger Crop, to the Big 311 podcast. Rose Crop is our engineer. We have many Crobs on our show. Big 311 has been riding on the back of the Crob, inspecting their work to make sure that indeed the memories are sufficiently represented and relivened. Do you feel that has been the case? A little bit. Burger Crop. Burger Crop would like an extra side of fries with that. What about you, Witch Crop? I see. Witch Crop thinks that there could be more done to the Crops. Do you feel the Crops have been usurped with some other duty, which is perhaps why they haven't been as efficient in bringing back the memory? Perhaps. Well, we didn't want it to come to this. I see. Big 311 has been curious about his friend Weil. Have you seen Weil with Crobs? Using Crobs for his own purposes? Yes, a little bit. Have you, Rose Crop? Oh, in a moment of entertainment, Rose Crop is doing Rose Crop's patented Dance Upon the Table dance, a very humorous take on dancing on tables. Humor is very much appreciated, especially considering our show is in the dark. Well, this is good to know, and I'm glad that the Crobs have had a chance to speak. Anything else you'd like to share? You'll be playing a mage for the LARPing. Is that right? That's right, the LARPing has returned, everyone. Thank you very much. Rose Crop has given a snack. We'll put that in the show notes. The onion in particular. I'll have that later. Great. And Burger Crop, anything you'd like to share? Will you also be participating in the LARPing at the bunker? Let's see. Terrific. I see. That is a fair point that 6311 says, aren't we LARPing right now as we speak? Care to give your opinion on this? I see. Oh, and a gift. We'll put this in the show notes, but Burger Crop has brought their special rose to give to Pick 311 an offering. Well, that is terrific. Well, thank you very much. To the Crop, let's thank our guests, Witch Crop and Burger Crop. Thank you for coming to the Pick 311 podcast. Our next guest is somebody who's seen everything, possibly not everything, but at least that they've saved everybody upon the Aikman. Please welcome somebody who saved everyone aboard the Aikman. Oh yes, that's you. Thank you, Rose Crop. Appreciate that. Now, please have a seat. was your favorite part of saving everyone on the Eggman? Let's see. So many different parts, hard to choose one. Absolutely. Well, that's very understandable. Certainly. Rosecrop, would you mind fixing this? Rosecrop has continued their humorous act by flipping over one of the chairs to indicate their impression of the book from the Eggman, also known as Time Boat, the MC's latest attraction. Yes, and how do you feel about this? You don't know how you feel about it. Now, Weil and Pixie and I are really good friends. He has a message to share. Do you know Weil? Okay. Pick 311 has a message for Weil.
Read.
Very kind words. Please pass those on. Thank you. Now, will you be heading back to the Eggman to revisit those memories? No. They were too haunting, huh? Too scary, too sad. I see. And Tempest, too. Tempest would have been nice, too. A correction again. It is Tempest, as in Shakespeare, not Tempe, as in Arizona, but Scottsdale, a top-rated metaverse from Scott's Corp, available at the Opal Blue Master. So thank you very much. Our guest, someone who saved everyone on Time Boat. Thank you. Last but not least, we have an acrobatic duo who are going to entertain us with some dancing. It is the druid with the hat, the cat with the chevron, and boot on their head. Let's welcome them to the Pick 311 podcast. Welcome, everyone, to the Pick 311 podcast. Pick 311 podcast hosted by Pick 311. Pick 311, the sole survivor of Bikini Atoll. Bikini Atoll, the site of the Baker event, which presumably created this whole instance that we are in currently. Now, please give us some dates about your touring. You will be performing acrobatics. Is that correct? Yes. You have a boot on your head. And there is a druid, cowboy druid. They're making bowls. Oh, and this one is making the plate fly. We'll put this in the show notes, artist rendering. And the cat with the chevron mask is dancing below the spinning plate. It is all quite special, quite beautiful. Oh, they made the plate fall. What a terrific act. Oh. And now, Boot on Head is throwing another gold plate. This is terrific. Well, I think this is a great way to close our 611 podcast. The sounds you hear in the background are the jolly merriment of acrobatics and the pleasantries enjoyed in this place we call the End. Thank you all for listening to the Pick 311 podcast. Pick 311 podcast hosted by Pick 311. I'm not the host, I'm merely just a conduit. And we'll put everything in the show notes. And I'd like to thank all our guests for being today, who are very mysterious in the dark. Pick 311 podcast. Thank you, everyone. This is quite good. Oh, thank you. You can leave all the foods on the table. And, skull. Get that? That's quite good. Okay. Well, thank you all. Thank you all for being here. We should probably exit this place.